We're here with Dr. John Tharakan, the CEO of BIV Education. Dr. John, you're a forerunner in the industry when it comes to the education sector. You are introducing something new. Tell us more about it.
Thank you, Sameera, for the very kind words. And it is very encouraging to be working in a field which is a mix of both old and new. It goes without saying that, especially in a country like India, education is something parents value a lot, and which is why we see Indians consistently doing very well academically. But we also realize that one of the key gaps, as far as Indians and to a larger extent Asians were concerned, is that academic performance alone is not enough.
True.
For some reason, given the way in which our education system is structured, over a period of time we realize that there isn't that real type of holistic education which a child gets. And this has resulted in the mushrooming of a lot of international schools, and some very sincere efforts have been made to see how better we could look at aspects like soft skills, communication skills, basically skills which would make our students and our youth more employable. So it is exciting to be in an area which is relatively new, and we look forward to the challenges and the opportunities that come along with it.
So we see a lot of values and the value system being encouraged through this new education system that you are, spearheading. What makes this so different in its offering and delivery?
Like you rightly mentioned, one of the key areas we're looking at is values. Now, growing up, all of us have fond and not so fond memories of how we were disciplined for doing the simple things which were wrong.
True.
Right? And over a period of time, for some reason, the focus has been on competition, the limited opportunities which you have in a country like India, and the fact that nearly every child is so good at what they do. Sometimes the parents tend to be more lenient and students tend to cut corners. So our basic thought was, what is the point of excelling in something if you don't have the basic values in place? It is because of this that we've come up with some specific courses as part of a curriculum.
Okay.
And some of this, if I could give an example, is one of the key things we look at is we look at how does a student relate with people who aren't as blessed as they are. And to take this to another level, we organize outreach visits where we have our students go into orphanages. And as a rule, they tend to spend at least 3 visits in orphanages where they get a chance to actually spend time, mingle with, and understand what an orphan goes through. Very often we have kids who come back to us and say, we used to complain about what we were not getting at home.
Wow.
But once we went into a setting where students and our friends were not as fortunate as we were.
So if I hear you right, community engagement, social outreach, teaching the young generation to be responsible are some of the benefits in reaching out to the BIV education system of doing things. So at what age are we looking at in inculcating these new set of values and this new system of education?
Ideally, we would like to start off from the Montessori level, but that's not very practical.
Okay.
So science and research-based evidence have shown that if we start from around grade 7, the early teenage years,
okay,
it tends to have a maximum impact because this is the age where students are more open. The body as a whole is undergoing a series of changes. They're becoming more aware of their identity as individuals. They're trying to find a place for themselves in society and a sense of self-identity. So inculcating the right values in them, especially at this point of time, seems to give the best bang for our buck.
And makes the whole difference as such.
Makes a fantastic and huge difference in their lives.
You've been with Canva Entrepreneurs for the last
4 years,
4 years,
on and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you benefited from it, and if so, in what way?
I think the biggest plus point for me as far as Canva Entrepreneurs is concerned is the quality of people we get to interact with. People are genuinely good. They want to help. And you have people who have experience in different aspects of life, different businesses, always willing to lend a helping hand. Along with that, the fact that most of us seem to have similar values and similar belief systems. I think that is a huge plus.
Great. Good to hear this from you. Dr. John Tharakan, on behalf of Canberra Entrepreneurs, we wish you all the best and continued success.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Sameera.
Thank you.
Thank you.